I don't know whoever in here is familiar with a producer named Medicine. He's a friend of mine, super talented, awesome producer, makes a lot of dope stuff, and just a great dude too. He made a tweet the other day that I wanted to present to the community because it really resonated with me and with a lot of other people. So check this out. Music career advice. Don't take opportunities just because they're big. Take only the ones that align with your creative mission. Even if big stuff doesn't come, who gives a shit? It's not about that. If you keep taking opportunities that don't align with what you want for yourself because there's more money and more status involved, you'll start growing further and further away from your original mission. You'll feel this distance deeply, and you can soothe yourself with thoughts like, this might not be what you had in mind, but just be grateful you're doing music and making money at all. And to some degree, this is true, but in my opinion, it's just a Band-Aid. No amount of money or status will heal an artist deprived of fulfilling his creative mission. I can't tell you how many insane stages I've been on in front of thousands of people where I truly didn't belong and left the stage feeling like about where I was and what I was doing with my career. I knew it wasn't what I actually wanted to be aligned with. I'm happier with my career than I've ever been right now, simply by saying no to the things that don't suit my creative agenda, regardless of the amount of monetary gain they offer. It's never too late to figure out what you truly want and start building it, regardless of what managers or agents or family or friends have to say about it. Please take all this with a grain of salt. Things are obviously more complex than that. If you're just starting off and need to get your toes wet, then do what you gotta do. This word barf is more aimed at people with careers that already have cogwheels turning. And some people want big success and monetary gain, and that's just as valid as long as it's what you want. What do you guys think of that? I think that was really well said. Whether or not you're just starting out, or if you've been doing this for a while and you're starting to get some recognition, or if you have a full-fledged career in this, I think that advice applies. The music game is super intricate and difficult. It is not easy. So I appreciate Medicine's sensitivity in that tweet to that. I remember starting out, all I wanted to do was make music and express myself creatively for a living. I wanted to make music, I wanted to be creative, and I wanted to make money doing it. Is that so difficult? Apparently, yes. It took me understanding about branding, understanding about marketing, understanding about sales. When I started out, it was about selling beats to artists. That's how I knew to get it. That's how I knew how to make it. Was it exactly what I wanted to do? No. There was an element of making compromises in order to achieve my goal of doing what I want to do. I think that's a very normal thing. What resonated with me about that tweet and what I want to say about it is, if you're going for a career in music, ultimately gather perspective and gather insight to what makes you feel good and what doesn't make you feel good. If you're going down a path that feels great and it's in alignment, you'll know, because there will be a passion, there will be a drive, there'll be a motivation, there'll be an inspiration, there'll be an effortlessness about what you do. When you're doing that and when you're going down that path, you know it's what you want and you know you're fulfilling what you actually want to do. If there's strain, if there's resistance, if there's fear, heaviness, you're probably going down the wrong path. The reason why I talk about mindfulness, meditation, clarity of mind, alignment, all those kind of things is because those are things you can do to rebalance and get back in touch with your own internal guidance. When you're in touch with your own internal guidance, you know what feels good and what feels right and what feels wrong. When you're out of touch with your own internal guidance, you might be doing things for money or for status or for some kind of false measure. And it's probably not going to be real. It's probably going to be more cerebral, and there's probably going to be more stress and fatigue and non-inspiration involved in those decision-making processes. What I got from Medicine's tweet, ultimately, follow your own internal guidance. Don't make decisions based on ego. Don't make decisions based on clout and all those kind of things. Make decisions based on what in your gut feels good. You'll get to certain points in your career where there will be things that come along and it might feel like the right thing financially or something like that. But if you know it's not the right thing, trust that. Everyone might tell you it's the right thing, but if you know it's not, trust that. I really resonated with that tweet. And I just wanted to bring that to you guys. What are you guys' thoughts about that? Wally MP3 asked, what is considered successful monetary-wise in music? To help be in a spot to get gear, pay for collabs, mastering, etc. There is no measure of success monetarily in music. It's individual. Success is measured by your own mind. What you consider successful is what's successful. I believe that success is having the freedom and the ability to create what you want. What I love more than anything is being able to creatively express myself how I want to. What is success to you guys? Let's talk about that. Space Meet Radio, word, having freedom on your own terms in general and not having to clock in for someone else's sounds like success. I like that. I call that success. Leon Corona 266, happiness, simple. Tone, success to me is doing what you love and being able to support yourself while doing it. I think one thing that is helpful is to understand what success means to you, because success to that guy is not going to be the same as success to you. Define that for yourself, and then you'll have a roadmap for success. For some people, it's happiness. Other people, it's making dope beats. Success is so individual. I think where you get into problems, or where some people get into problems, is when their sense of success is defined based on other people's results. Once you define your success based on someone else's result, you're now in judgment and comparison. You're in your ego. When your success is judged based on someone else's results, you're not in your authentic experience. You're in comparison to someone else's, and you can never really feel true accomplishment and success when you're always comparing your success to other people's success. That's my opinion on it. Alex Kirkpatrick, I'm happy while making beats, but most of the time I'm down and feel overwhelmed, so success is just always being happy making beats. Hey, look, I think anyone whose idea of success is always being happy, unfortunately, life just isn't that way. I don't know a single person, a single real authentic person who's happy all the time. Life is ups and downs. That's just the way it goes. You can't be happy all the time. You can heal, and through healing, you can raise your frequency and you can be in an overall better state of mind, but it's impossible to be happy all the time. It is possible to heal and become lighter and happier, for sure. Silas says, I think the issue most folks run into is tying down happiness to success. And once that goal is achieved and you don't feel any more fulfilled, your life grind feels completely pointless. Yeah, I could see that too. You know, that's a good point. That's a good topic to bring up. One thing that is different from me, from a lot of my friends in the industry, is my happiness is not based on my success. I don't look to my success as a reaffirmation of my identity. This is just what I do. Music and production and my business is what I do. It doesn't define who I am. It's just what I do. Do I consider myself successful? Absolutely, I'm successful. Hell yeah. I'm happy. Every day I'm doing what I want. I've always wanted to make a living making music. I've always wanted to help other people. I mean, is my life perfect? Hell no. My life is not perfect. I'm still healing. I'm still growing. I'm still improving. I still have insecurities. I still have fears, self-doubt, all that stuff. But I'm successful. I do what I want every day. My life is good. Success to me is not necessarily perfection. I don't think perfection is possible. I'm a normal human. I have ups and I have downs. I have good days and I have bad days. It's just the way it goes. Those of you who say you're not successful yet, what would it take for you to become successful? Look at what Moonface just wrote. More successful than I was, not as successful as I want to be. I totally feel that. I have so much ambition. This is where I am, and this is where I want to be. That's just the human story, and that will never end. You'll never be as successful as you want to be. But the thing that's beautiful about like meditation is you can have a moment of appreciation of where you are and what you've accomplished and what you've done. I want you guys to try something right now. Whether or not you feel successful, like you've accomplished all your goals, take a minute right now. Maybe close your eyes if you want. Just slow down your breathing and think about some things that you've accomplished that you're proud of. Think about something that you accomplished that you're proud of. And just really appreciate that. Forget about your vision and your goals and where you want to be. Just appreciate that thing that you accomplished. Think about how you're in a better place than you used to be in some way. Scan your mind and try to find an example of why right now you're in a better space than you used to be. What's something that you overcame? It could be small. What's something that you accomplished? What is something that you did? And take a minute and just really appreciate that. Forget about your goals, forget about your aspirations, just appreciate what you've accomplished for a minute. That appreciation, that energy, that feeling is what's going to allow you to expand. What you appreciate tends to grow. Anytime you get paid, like if you work a 9 to 5 or you produce or you sell beats, whatever it is, anytime you get paid, even if it's an online payment through PayPal, look at their email, joeschmo@gmail.com. Look at their email and mentally send positive energy to wherever they are. Just like imagine a thought is leaving your brain and it's like a heat-seeking missile that will find the person who sent you that payment. And when they receive that heat-seeking missile, it's a blessing, not like a bomb. It's going to thank their energy. So send out a thought of thank you to that person. Because you're appreciating that person, that experience will tend to magnify in your life. So if that's receiving money, if you thank that person in your mind, you're going to receive more money. That's been my experience. It's kind of weird, but it's just the way it works. What would I do if I was not a producer? Anything I want to do. Because I know that no matter what I want to do, I can do anything. I like doing stuff outside of production already. I love science. I've always been interested in real estate. I like real estate. I actually love business. I really like business. I like art and business. DECAP.